unfinished wood treasure box. And I've got the hinges taken off of it already. And the Sister Artistic Vivation line. They're metallics. And they also have no polymer or acrylic in it. I've also got some Floetrol in this bottle. And it's this, it's huge. This Floetrol right here. It's the orange one that says latex. It's easier to handle and then shake it up. And some water. Gotta have some water. My soulmate. I've also got these Unicorn Spit and the Artistic Vivation in these little alcohol ink bottles because they're just so easy to work with. So I buy those from Amazon and then I get this from my link. I am an affiliate, just so you know, and I will drop the link when I post this to YouTube, which will be under my business name, Cape Charles Art. All right, that's enough yakking. Let's get going. I'm going to start just by spraying it with water. So I'm just misting the top part. I like using Famo wood. Let me show you the difference here since we're early. So here's your regular house spackling. Let me see if this light will help or hurt. Is that better? Any house spackling. And then you can also use the Famo wood filler. I like this better because it's stronger. It's latex, but this is a natural color, so I ordered some in white because that's what I like to do my geodes with. So that's on the way. So instead of this, I'm using the house spackling. And it's still going to be fine because I'm going to resin over the top of this. Just opening up that wood grain by getting it damp. Bea, welcome. I hope you're having a fabulous day. All right, so I put a little X down here so I could make sure that I've got it in your view. I will go ahead and repost this to YouTube, Cape Charles Art, and it'll be shorter and all that. Okay, so the Unicorn Spit I want today on the base is a blend of the white, which is this whitening Unicorn Spit, and also its sister, the metallic Celine. These are jasmine and lemongrass scented. They're fabulous for aroma therapy and art therapy. So I've got that blend of the two whites in this one. And I have a Zia Teal here. It's my favorite, one of my favorite colors. And I want to put some Weathered Daydream, this beautiful rich gray, into one of these bottles. So definitely shake them all up before using them. If you're using a gel sparkling stain, I like to flip them upside down because there is a ton of those glitters. So flip it upside down like the night before, and that way they're easier to shake up and you get lots of glitter. Just tips and tricks. Welcome. Welcome, Sherry, my beautiful sis for real. Oh, Thomas, welcome. Hey. Who's the fairest of them all? I have no idea. That's funny. All right, so I have my Weathered Daydream. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I'll take as many minutes as you got to spare. Leave when you need to. All right, so I'm just squirting that in there. Now you can add water to this. This is super concentrated, but for my purposes, I usually don't. I usually add water after as I work it in with a brush. That's not gonna work. Got all excited. Saw people I know. Thanks, guys. This is my brother's music, Ed Williams. All right, and then they come with this little needle nose thing. And then just put this over any old way because it twists, so it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so since this is already damp, let's go ahead and do this. Now, I'm not worried about getting my fingers and nails or anything ruined. I don't care today. I'm going to be working outside pretty soon, I'm thinking. Happening up here. Now, I'm going to cover this with spackling. So, you know, you would think, what difference does it make if I put some color here or not? But, gosh, I'm so shaky. Sometimes that spackling will absorb those colors that are on the treasure box and make really beautiful colors within the spackling itself. So that's why. And now I'm just going to spritz it again and let all of that just start flowing. I've got a big brush here. I think I'll just mush it in. I've got a zebra. Now just the top of this treasure box is going to be resined, and then also the inside bottom, just for the wear and tear of it all. I'm just mushing that in a little bit. You put the dark down first, but then you can rub over the top of it. If you want to take more of it off, just dampen it and start blending it out so you get the darker lines and then this grayish blend. I know it doesn't look pretty right now, but everything works in layers, right? So let's go ahead and do some of our blend, our white. This is the back. Just keep the orientation the same so you don't get thrown off. This looks like a beautiful place for a geode spot. So if I'm going to do a geode spot there where I can see through resin, I'm going to want it nice and bright underneath. Right? Give me a place to put that down later. Sorry I'm bumping it around. I'm going to have to figure out a better system on this mirror thing, but I like it too, Thomas. It works pretty well. Especially on these small things where you just can't see from a distance. Thought maybe it would help. Look how pretty. Oh, it's getting smoky already. I love it. This is the part where I do actually like getting my fingers involved. Feeling that wood grain underneath. Look how pretty. Just looks like smoke. I don't want to cover it now. All so unique. You can't be wrong. Like eyebrows. They're not the same. They're sisters. They're close. But they're not the same. And eyes are the same, right? I mean, we don't have the same two anythings, and we're all one person. So nature's like that with flowers and leaves and everything. Rocks. Gray and black thing going. Pretty happy about that. Now, let's make it more exciting. All right, I'm just going to move this out of the way, the bottom section. And I'm going to look at these palette knives. This one, these little plastic ones, they're great because you can just do anything you want, mixing and all that. But I totally recommend, if you can, try and find ones that have a step down. This step down is almost non-existent, and your fingers are going to hit. You can do it like this, but a taller step down is so much easier to work with. See what I'm talking about? So, just so you know, they come in all little different shapes at the end, so you can get different, you know, like flower petals and stuff. But the step down is, to me, one of the most important things, just so you know. All right, so let me grab one with one. That's pretty good. Okay, a nice big one might be nice. Nice wide one. And some spackling. Regular house spackling. And I just put some plastic over it so it keeps it nice and moist. It's just white. And I'm putting it over everything right now. And it's fun to play with. I don't bake cakes and all that kind of stuff, but that's, if I did, I would feel like I'm frosting a cake. It's therapy, y'all. Enjoy. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Hey, Cookie, welcome, sis. Kathy Powell, thank you. Deborah, Crazy Fun Crafts, Crazy something. I missed it. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and smash this all down into my treasure box wood. This feels a little dry, but I'm thinking I'm smashing it onto damp, so that'll be fine. You can make this thick in layers. So if you want a mound of something, say you want to do a fairy thing or something, just do it in layers. That way it won't crack on you. These are just things that I have found. You do you, any which way you want. I'm just saying what helps me in a minute. Now you can do this any which way. You can make shapes or whatever, like a butterfly or something like that. Is this the front? Yeah. Or I want to see some geode. And that's going to be the see-through shiny color part. I want something. Thanks for hanging out with me. Shelly Pearson. Girl. Welcome and thank you. Beautiful knees. Oh, I got the whole family. Gosh. I love it. Yes, thank you. I did. I used unicorn spit in the beginning for color and then the spackling. Thanks, guys, for catching that. If somebody can't answer something or whatever, just message me and I'll get back to you. But they definitely know my process, so, and they're all related. I have a family live today. Thank you. All right, so I have two little holes. This is the front, so you'll see it like that. I don't know if that's a good balance or not. I can just keep digging it out if I want. I don't want it even so much. I'm going to go ahead and put down here. And I'm going to shake up some Floetrol, and while it's still wet, I'm just going to put a little bit of Floetrol in those sections. And just spread it around in that section. That's going to give me a little gluey situation where if I want to start dropping some glitter or something in, I can, and it'll hang on to it. I can also just drop some unicorn spit right in there, which I will, and color it up a little. And when it dries, the Floetrol dries clear. So right now it looks like I'm adding just white on white. Well, I did. But that white Floetrol will dry clear. Capricorn. It is dark blue with a flash, copper flash. So once in a while the copper flash thing will come up, and sometimes it won't, and that's okay. Just right on top of the spackling. So much for black and white. It was going to be black and white. It is now going to be lots of different colors. We shall see. Just want to marry that down here a little. I kind of want to spritz it really bad. The spackling, I'm just in love with that. So I'm going to leave it like that for a second. Oh my, I'm getting so messy. Thank you, Flower Child. Unicorn Spit. Is Unicorn Spit a paint? It is not a paint. It is a gel stain, and I use it as a paint everywhere for everything. Differently than paint because there's no glue or polymer in it. So it's not going to react like if you were working with acrylics, which that is what I love about it. It's also why it was like, what the heck? When I started first playing with it, I did not understand. It's a real free-flowing, kind of an alcohol situation, alcohol ink situation. Very free-flowing medium. And it will leave very cool shadows and colors and stuff. And also my Weathered Daydream Unicorn Spit, I think, would be nice. Maybe down in this edge. And if you like working with the epoxy resin, then this is fabulous. You do this and then add your crystals and wait. And once everything is dry, then you just dam it up and pour your resin over it. And then you've got a beautiful geode. It's just absolutely fabulous. A few little more drops right here because I think it really got soaked in. Let's see. More Capricorn. Let's put some Midnight's Blackness in. It is like uber concentrated black. So that's cool. Put some white, little lines, didn't matter how. Just want to see what it looks like. How about some iced egret? That is a gel sparkling. So they're very transparent, but they have an uber amount of glitter. And you'll shake these up really, really well. Throw some of that in there, just for fun. And if that's not enough glitter, you can always add your other glitters, any, and they will be hung on to because you've got your Floetrol in there, so you don't have to worry about that coming up. And that Floetrol, when you in there, you can take your little brush or toothpick, just like you would if you were working with acrylic, and just drag it through that Floetrol, making the coolest, gorgeous, man, designs and flow that you just can't get, I think, without something liquid. So, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it can run. You can let it run. And just kind of drag your brush through it again. Just think what this will look like when it's under resin. Be better. Because this is really thin. If I was on a bigger board, I could use the thicker chips. But there's a lot of thin right here on the spackling. So I think just the thin glass is best. It gives a perfect amount of sparkle, especially even under resin. I will add some different kinds, but just to get it stuck right now into the spackling. And I'll push it down in a sec. Annie Romero, beautiful daughter and moderator, thank you. Look, Shelly and Sherry are also helping out. Thomas is here. My soulmate, Gleason TD. It has been the best live ever. I'm so grateful. All right, I'm just going to smush it down using this because it's flat. So it just smushed it enough. Smush is a word. That it is going to be perfect to resin, but not lost in the spackling underneath. All right, and I want a little more Floetrol. and a little bit of this. This is just silver mica. And remember, it will all be under resin, so I don't have to worry about is it going to be lifting up or anything like that. Okay. Just letting it flow any which way it wants. So far, that is the fastest geode treasure box. This could be an eye, Thomas, if you're still around. Anyway, so there's that. I'm going to let it dry, and then I can come back and seal the edge with frog tape, drop some resin over it, and then finish the inside. So I hope you had fun hanging out with me, you guys. I'm with you, and I really appreciate all the love. You guys got me up to just crazy amount. That's the highest I've ever been as far as the love. So Sherry, Shannon, Troy, Shelly, all of the teammates and my subscribers, thank you so much. Cheers, and have a beautiful week. Love you. Bye.